Well done, Sebastian Vettel. Congratulations as world champion. Could you tell us about your feelings crossing the finishing line in Suzuka as compared with last year? And if you have a message from Dietrich Mateschitz from Salzburg, could you share with us the message to you?
Well, I mean, as I said earlier, it's really difficult to describe that moment. Last year was different, and I'm not looking for a replacement of last year in any way. So this year was totally different, is totally different, and as I said, I was focusing on the race. Suzuka is a very challenging track. It needs your attention every single lap. I wouldn't say it was a necessarily big mistake, but it wasn't maybe 100% focused in that moment on Friday when I went off the track. So immediately I paid the price, and that just reminds you for the race how focused you have to stay throughout the race. So I didn't really think about what to say, what to think, and then you crossed the line and I was completely empty, which is obviously we could in some ways see it coming. You have the occasional thought, what do you do when, what do you do if, and so on, but you crossed the line and I was lost. So of course I knew I was in Japan, I was sitting in the car, etc., but you just, and that's I think how we all felt in a way, because we were so much in that race and our target was to win. It didn't happen. Why? Immediately you ask the questions, why? We had a 2-hour debrief after the race, going through every single bit and trying to understand what actually went wrong, what we could have done better, where was the performance we thought we might have, etc. So, not to say we were disappointed, but of course we were living in the moment, we were living the race, and then you cross the line, and yes, we won the championship, but what are we supposed to feel like now? So that's why it was nice to have celebrations yesterday night, and a little bit more time with everyone. Also, as you mentioned, to have a couple of phone calls and to enjoy just and let things sink in.